Hello everybody, welcome back to Blues Focus TV for yet another full-time match reaction video, and sadly I'm coming on here talking about another defeat, a 3-1 loss at home to Middlesbrough this afternoon. 2 goals from Matt Crooks and a goal from Chuba Akpom was enough to sink us. Tahifa Chong then managed to get 1 too, but sadly we weren't able to fight back and at least equalise, or even better, win the game. Another disappointing result, another disappointing performance. We had probably a decent 15 minutes in that second half where we looked threatening and we looked good, and that's when the goal came. But around that, it was just poor again. Couldn't really keep hold of the ball, created very few opportunities for ourselves. Just another disappointing day to be a Blues fan, to be honest. First half, not many chances to talk about. Mark Roberts did go down and did go off injured. George Friend replaced him, and I sympathise with George Friend because he actually played very well first half, and prior to the 2 goals in the second half, he was putting in great challenges, he was commanding that back line, but he was certainly heavily to blame, or the sole reason for that second goal, which I'll get onto a bit later. But it's a shame, we seem to be picking up a lot of injuries at the moment. You know, that's Harley Dean injured, that's Dion Sanderson injured, that's Mark Roberts injured, George Hall, Scott Hogan, and no coincidence, as soon as these injuries are coming in is when we're starting to falter and when we're starting to lose games. You know, that's 3 losses on the bounce, obviously today, Hull and Burnley now, so things are looking quite bleak at the moment. I don't know why these injuries are coming along, whether it's something in training, something behind the scenes, but they certainly need to be sorted quickly. They need to be, these players need to get fully fit again so we can start putting some points on the board. But as I said, first half, not too many chances. Second half, we did have a great opportunity right before Middlesbrough's first goal. A corner from Tahifa Chong found Christian Bielik from about 6 yards out, and his header literally an inch away from going in. It went just wide of the post. Bielik's got to be getting on target, he knows that, but sadly he wasn't able to. And as I said, that would have completely changed the game, because not too long later, Middlesbrough did manage to get their first goal of the game. A nice cross in from the right, found Matt Crooks at the back post, and he was just able to head it in. He seemed pretty unmarked, to be honest. No one seemed to be picking him up or anywhere near him. So I'd say a pretty weak goal to concede, but certainly the second goal was even weaker than that. Ball in the air, George Friend went to bring it down and control it nicely, but sadly wasn't able to. A very, very heavy touch. Matt Crooks was able to pounce on it and score past Ruddy 1-on-1. So 2 quick goals certainly killed off the game. As I said, Tahifa Chong was able to bang himself a goal. Jonathan Lecco was heavily involved, and I've got to say, when he came on for the last 20 minutes, Lecco was superb. Probably the best player on the pitch. He was an injection of pace, he was good on the ball, he put some good crosses in. He was fantastic today, and obviously Jonathan Lecco has his haters, but he was superb, and he did exactly what he had to do when he came on today. But a nice ball from the right out to Troy Deeney. Troy Deeney found Trusty at the back post, Trusty into Chong, and Chong was able to head it in from about 2-3 yards out. So we got that goal back, and we thought that would, you know, ignite the flame. We thought we could really get back into this now. That was about the 76th minute. But sadly, we weren't able to. Middlesbrough certainly killed the momentum. A few players went down injured, a bit of time wasting, which is, you know, it happens in football, it's expected. But Middlesbrough, to be fair to them, managed the game very well. And then in the last few minutes, Matt Crooks was through, played it through to Chuba Akpom. Akpom rounded John Ruddy and made it 3-1. So, as I said, another extremely disappointing afternoon for Blues. Defensively, obviously, I can't praise them. Letting 3 goals, simply not good enough. Midfield-wise, we were okay. Obviously, Hannibal was in a more forward role today. He was up front to start with Djukovic, which I quite like, because Hannibal was very good at putting pressure on that back line. Multiple times we won the ball back from Hannibal's pressure, so that was really nice to see. Midfield were okay, a few gaps at times, a few decent challenges to win us the ball back. From our midfield, you know what you're going to get most games. You're going to get a 6, 7, 8 out of 10 performance. Jordan James was okay. He obviously filled in today. And then Tahifa Chong had an okay performance himself. I feel like I'm repeating myself on this videos because I'm just saying either poor or immensely average, but that's the way we're playing at the moment. That's the way we're playing as a team. That's the way players are playing individually. So just a really, really frustrating result, a frustrating performance. Obviously, Forest Green Rovers at the weekend now. Hopefully we can go on a good cup run. I know they're not doing too well themselves in League One, so hopefully we can get ourselves a win there. We've obviously then got Bristol City away the following weekend, which will be a good test for us. They're sort of in and around us, Bristol City, so that will certainly be a good game. Then we've got Preston North End at home, and then Norwich away as the final game of the month. So it should be an interesting one. We are now 17th in the table. We are 7 points off the playoffs and 6 points off the drop. So things have changed for us. It's certainly gone downhill, but as I've said numerous times, even when we're doing well, football changes extremely quickly. In 3 results time, we could be looking at a completely different Blues side. So disappointing today, but hopefully we can pick ourselves up for Forest Green at the weekend. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Keep right on.